Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. Thanks for joining me for a craft night with friends. My name is Alyssa from Penguin and Fish, where we make cute embroidery kits for beginners. And I'm here in the evenings at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, and it's a time that we can relax and craft together. All right, tonight we are continuing our little zebra. We are doing him all in black, and then we'll do a little bit of color on his face for his eyes and smile, and then we're gonna do like a bright, colorful letters, I think, on this guy. So tonight we're continuing with the chain stitch. Let's see how far we can get on this guy tonight. All right, let's do it. Okay, everyone. All right, here's our little zebra for tonight. All right, so last night we went over how to do the chain stitch, and we got this far on it, kind of going every which way. I didn't finish these legs over here. I'm gonna kind of be doing, I think, the reverse chain stitch for the evening, just because I like it. So we already got the path going. I'm gonna go up here, then back up this way, and then we're just gonna go back and forth and get all these ones on the head. I'll still have these leg ones kind of just hanging out, but I think I'm gonna do those as I stitch around the back stitch around the edge, and then we'll just add them. Add them as we go. Kind of a weird order of doing things. All right, that's my little anchor stitch that we start out with for the reverse chain stitch. And coming up for the first stitch, we'll slide under that anchor stitch. A little tighter again. I hope everyone's having a good Tuesday. I swear I had to check myself if it was really Tuesday or not. I feel like this week I'm like ahead in my brain. Oh, we got a little knot on the end of our thread here. That's a little goofy. Our the end got away from us and just tied itself into a knot, it looks like. There we go. Sheesh, that's silly. We'll get 2 more stitches up this way. With the reverse chain stitch, you can go underneath. You can like swoop underneath your stitches in either direction. Like I can swoop this way too. I just do it the other way because it feels more comfortable. I'm right-handed, I think. All right, I'm gonna do another, just to change directions here, I'm gonna just do another anchor stitch, like I'm starting the row fresh. And then we'll continue down the side here. There we are. Well, tomorrow is going to be the continuation of the construction upstairs. John's family's coming again to help out, and I think drywall is on the agenda, so that'll be interesting. They went and got it all this evening. And it's raining outside. You guys, it's pouring rain. This is like, it's like spring for real. In mid-February. That's kind of goofy. At least we didn't have so much ice on the ground beforehand that I don't think it's, oh gosh, I should check. But I don't think it's like flooded our basement or anything like it did that one year where like all across the city, everyone's basement and like, you know, like bathrooms and everything were just flooding because there was so much snow. There was like feet of snow on the ground and ice under that. And then it just started pouring for like an entire day, and the water didn't have anywhere to go, so it went in everyone's basements. That was fun. We were gonna go out of town too, and luckily we didn't because we were having to be in the basement, just like with towels, trying to sop it all up and then trying to get them dry in time so that it could sop up more. That was not fun. Our drains like on the other side of the room and not all that reliable. So it could have been a day like that, but I think we're good. And now I think it's turning to snow, which means it's gonna be super icy. Ugh. No fun. All right, got that little stripey stripe. I'm really actually enjoying stitching this guy in black. I can tell, like the moment I started stitching him, I knew right away that I had never done it in black before, which is just so silly. Because every once in a while it's fun to like stitch these guys with realistic colors, but I guess I haven't done that for this one, and I feel like I've stitched this one a lot, but never just in black. Black stripies. So again, we're gonna do him entirely in black, which will make him look, like a black and white zebra. Except for his eyes, I think we'll do some sort of blue eyes, and his smile, I think we'll do pink too, just because his muzzle is gonna be black. And I can't do a black muzzle and then have this like smile be black as well, because you won't see it. So we're gonna do the smile a different color because of that. Oh man, you guys, I was tired today though. I've been discovering, so John had to get up early. So I'm like, oh, I'll just get up early with him and I'll get like 2 extra hours of stuff done. I did nothing for those 2 hours because I was just too tired to do it, and I had to take a nap during the day too because I was too tired from getting up those 2 hours too early. So I don't know. I feel like my I was kind of talking about this a little bit last night, but like my tolerance field for things has shrunken with, and I'm gonna blame it on being pregnant. So hopefully, I mean, like I don't know, I'm gonna blame it on that. But yeah, like I was talking yesterday, my usually I could be inactive for, a good couple months before it would start hurting my body, or I could work out for like a good amount of time, or like I could push myself in a workout before hurting my body. So I had this range before I would be able to, before I'd hurt my body from like exercise and inactivity, and now that range is only like this big, which is annoying. And I feel like sleep is the same way now. Like, I could get away with, less sleep and still kind of push through and get stuff done, but that tolerance has shrunken too, I think. So I don't know. I just gotta accept those two things, I think, instead of just testing them. Take them as a fact instead of a challenge. It would be cute to do a little bit of gray in the mane. I think I still want to do it all black though. I've never done this guy all in black, and I think it'll be like really fun with just the tiny bit of color. And then we'll do the Z's. I think we'll do satin stitch, but we'll do it in like bright colors. We'll get 2 more up here. I think I have another piece of black, the other half of this 3 strands. I think I have that ready to go, which is nice. Definitely need more. Jumping up, doing that other anchor stitch. Kind of fun just to go back and forth with these lines. Relaxing. I think I'm going to shoot some video tomorrow morning before John's family comes, and then I think I'm just going to shut a door and edit and work on some other stuff. I'm going to try and stay out of the way of all the giant drywall shenanigans happening. You know what? This guy would be really fun as like a tufted rug too. We talked about like rug tufting and punch needle last night, and I don't know, it's on the brain yet. All like a lot of these little characters, just simple characters like this would be fun to do. Like little cute shaped rugs. Zoop. All right, I think we have maybe just enough floss to get one more of these rows. And then I'll probably just start where we left off, and once I get here, I think we'll just satin stitch that guy, his muzzle in right away. And if we still have black on the needle at that point, then I will start back stitching and just use up the black till I run out. And actually, maybe we'll jump back to the main, get that done, and then focus on the back stitch. Because really, like, where all these points meet the line, I kind of like the back stitch to go over those end points. It'll just be cleaner and much easier to stitch. Grace says happy Valentine's Day to me and John. Thank you. We haven't really done anything today, but he got some fancy candy for me, some caramels from a local place in town that makes it. And that was yummy. So we ate that. We've been eating that every day. Oh, Linda, it's just my silly way of drawing him, basically. Where you can see both the eyes, and he's just flat, I guess. Okay, yeah, I don't think I have enough thread, and I don't really want to jump across his face here, so I think what I'm gonna do is, oh, this is kind of silly, but let's just get a few of these main lines. I know this is a weird place to go right now with this, but we're using up some thread. I think I might be able to get 2 more out of here even. And then we'll be able to weave it into like these stitches that are right here. Oh, Sylvette says, I like getting the text. Thank you. Oh, that's great to know. That's awesome. So let me know if there's anything about those that you'd like differently. Like, last night we sent a little refresher on how to do the chain stitch. I'm going to weave in the ends now. Tonight we sent like a couple just links. The links came out goofy. I don't know why that happened. Gotta contact them. But we sent some links to like getting on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok, so you can choose like where to go. I mean, let me know if you want them sent earlier, or just like if you have any comments about them. Let me know, because we're playing around with different ideas with that and curious what works best for you guys. All right, here's my other, it's attacking me, my other piece of black, and well, let's run it through the thread conditioner. I should put lotion on my hands beforehand. I think it feels like they're just drying out more from stitching. It was a long piece. I was getting greedy with it. Ugh. Jeez, fingers aren't working. Okay, so let's just kind of pick a path here quick. It'd be nice to end up down here because then I can make this little jump. So to do that, I'd have to go up, down, and up. So I'd have to start at the top here. I don't really have anything to weave in. What I could do is weave in my end down here and then just get the rest of this main and then pop back in here. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's weave into this kind of tall one here. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, thanks, Grace, for the Valentine's wish. All right. Now I'm just gonna go back and forth. Again, I'm doing this before the back stitch because then my back stitch can cover up like the ends of all these stitches, which will be nice. Give it a nice like clean edge, I think. Our last embroidery on this. You guys, I still have not stitched the label onto the granny square quilt. So I think one of our little pop-in lives is gonna have to be just finishing up that label, like sewing it, making an applique out of it, and then hand stitching it to the quilt. That needs to get done. And the date on it is like the finish date on it. Is like October or something. So that's gonna stay on there. But maybe once we finish stitching it on, maybe I'll cross it off and write the new date on. We'll see. I haven't decided on that yet. But definitely didn't quite finish it if the label's not on. This feels thinner almost, but it's 3 strands still. Yeah, it is. Okay, and on the outside. Okay. There. All right, now I'm just gonna skip all those ones that I already did. Jump up here. Definitely want to do some live knitting too. I can just be chilling with some relaxing music on or something and all right, I think I'm gonna finish all of these before starting that chain stitch for that next stripe. I'm just kind of wondering, 8:50. I'm wondering how far we can get on this guy today, because we'll have just today through Thursday to work on them, and I want to do all that satin stitch for the Z, and that's going to take some time. So for the Z, I want to blend all the colors, not blend, but I want to use 3 strands of thread while stitching, but I want those 3 strands to be like all different colors. So it's just going to be like a total mishmash of color, I think, is the plan. And when we finish one set, we'll start the next set. So it'll be like little chunky little bits of color, I think, is the plan. Ooh, I'm gonna end up way at the top. Not wild about that. I think I'm gonna jump to the top, which again, not too wild about that I use up all that thread. We're gonna jump down here, and then I can cut across and start this chain stitch again. But there, his little spiky mane is done. Looking cute. Definitely liking this all black. The original is a couple different purples, which is pretty cute. But again, I'm like, you know what? I never stitched that in just real colors before, so which would be black and white. Love all these little chain stitchy lines too. I'll have to definitely start up here because I don't think with a new bit of floss, our next piece of floss, because this is not going to get me the whole face complete, that's for sure. 2 more fellers. Okay. Definitely get at least one more line out of this. Go. This would probably be a little easier for me stitching upside down right now, because then my left hand could be over here by where my needle and everything is, but we'll keep it upright. I'm excited to start quilting again too. We haven't quilted on this project in a while. We've been just trying to get through all of the embroideries, which has been a little trickier since I'm only doing through Thursdays now. Ooh, I'm gonna have enough for another line here. Another stripe, I should say. At my chiropractor appointment yesterday, they put kinesiology tape on my lower back to theoretically get more blood flow there. So hopefully it doesn't get sore or something, or sore as much, or I don't know, helps heal lower back pain a little bit. So curious how that goes. I'm theoretically I can leave it on for a couple weeks, they said, or 2 weeks or whatever. So I'm just thinking I'm gonna have to try showering with it on. I'm supposed to be able to shower with it and just pat it down. So just kind of interesting. Haven't had that done before, but it is kind of comfy feeling. Like what the athletes get to put on when they're injured, I suppose. one more line out of here. Actually, we just have the one more stripe here because it looks like a stripe, but that's actually just the outline, the border of the muzzle. I wonder if I can get one, not sure I can get one more out of here. It is just like 4 little stitches. I'm gonna give it a try. I think it's a little bit easier with this reverse chain stitch to squeak out a few more stitches. So we'll see if I can get this last thing. Oh, Funky Cat Girl, I love zebras, so cool. Thank you. I'm having fun stitching this guy. This is our last one of the ABC collection. We've been stitching the whole alphabet over a year. Like it's been, I think it's officially over a year that we've been working on this. Now, I'm gonna do these in, yeah, let's do this in 3 big stitches. I could do 4 smaller stitches or 3 big stitches, and I think 3 big for the win. We have a little bit of thread left. I'm tempted to just squeak out some. I think I'm just gonna do a few back stitches. Actually, just start right here, and I'll go to the muzzle area. It'll be satin stitched, and I'm just gonna use up the rest of this floss to start this outline. And we're not wasting anything. I think John actually might be going out with his buddy to get pizza and a beer for Valentine's Day. It's not for Valentine's Day, but it's just funny that it happens to be Valentine's Day today. His friend has been helping him like the whole second half of the day dealing with like trying to get drywall from like, I don't know, Home Depot or Menards or something to here and storing it and having to get a U-Haul to do it all of a sudden, and just like, I think it's been an event, an eventful like little afternoon. So like you guys should go get pizza and a beer. Oh, while I do my live here. I wonder if that's what they did. I think they had to actually return, if I had to guess, I don't know. I think they had to return the U-Haul, but I'm hoping they actually went out and chilled after that. They haven't seen each other for a little while. All right, I'm gonna squeak one last stitch out here. I actually got way more back stitches done on that than I thought. Yep, I have an alphabet that's A through Z, obviously, but an animal for each letter of the alphabet. The other one we have out here, we did this guy last week, the yak. We didn't finish his letters yet, though. We got to trim. We did a turkey work stitch on the letters, so they're like big and fuzzy, but we got to like clean it up. So he's not quite done. That's set to the side there. We'll finish that next week. Or, you know, if we have time, if we finish this guy early and have a few minutes left, we'll finish up the yak this week. But kind of thinking this is gonna take the whole time, just because satin stitching those letters it always takes a bit of time. But I think it's gonna be pretty. All right, done with that bit of black, and now I gotta trim a whole pile more. Okay. I do have to get back on the exercising though, because I'm definitely feeling like more winded doing stuff, and that's super annoying. All right, I have this much left, so I'm just gonna cut it in half. Sure, we'll use it all. Yeah, I gotta get back on the bike and gotta get back doing weights again. Just gotta do it. Okay, I almost feel winded just sitting here, which is annoying. Did we have a line for L? We sure did. And that one we went super crazy on. Let me see if I can find that one. we did tons of turkey work on that one, and we used up. So like as I work on this project, I'm using like the same mass of thread, and I have like this huge mass of thread here, and we used it up, like what I had at that moment, on the lion. Let's grab. Where did that go? Oh, under the table here. Hold on. Here's my project bin for this. Let's pop it open quick. Let's check out the line. I think I can just flip. There's the raccoon. Oh, there's the lion. So the lion's already quilted. We did his mane. So this is different than the pattern. We've been kind of like putzing with the pattern. So the general design of these are similar to the original pattern, but we've been like playing with different stitches and trying things out all the way along here. So we quilted in a little frame or a little crown there and tried to make it fancy with the quilting, but that's our little lion, letter L. I think he turned out cute. I think that's probably one of my favorite ones. But yeah, so the L is the lion. But yeah, so I kind of started, like, the first one I did was kind of to the pattern, and I'm like, I'm gonna do like exactly what the pattern is for all these, but that veered away real quick. I think by the third one, we were just putzing around with all the colors, and then we just got more and more out there from there, like tried some metallic colors and just metallic threads and stuff, and just let's try this funny stitch on here. Let's do this for the letters instead of satin stitch. So we just kind of kept doing more and more, or trying other things. The lion was definitely one of the big ones of that. That one took forever doing all of the all that turkey work. That was fun, really fun. Oh, Jennifer says I could barely answer phones at work when getting up there in weeks. I know, I'm just like, I feel like winded. It's just annoying, really. All right, I'm gonna weave in the end here. Let's get this muzzle right away, and then I guess we'll start the back stitch going up this way instead. Okay, we'll weave in the end here. And I think ultimately I'm just tired today from getting up earlier and realizing like, oh, I don't have tolerance for that anymore. So I think I'm gonna go to bed after this, make sure I get actual 8 hours in, and I don't know. See what happens. Start lifting weights again. I need to do that. All right. I'm going to just kind of start at this where we left off with the back stitch. So I am going to be covering up his little smile there. So I am going to have to kind of look at the pattern again, or just like, I have a little bit of the mouth out there, but I'm going to have to kind of just guess on where that line is, but I think that's okay. I'm going to go to the other point here, and we'll fill in the couple stitches this way and then fill in the rest this way. Jennifer says, all part of pregnancy, baby is taking your lung space. Yeah, I definitely feel like she took my intestine space right away and just kind of pushed that all over. And yeah, I don't know. Starting to take bladder space and I guess lung space now too. So, well, that's real fun. Anteater, nope, the A was an alligator, and also there was 2 seagulls on, but like I call those albatross because they kind of look the same. So alligators and albatross was letter A. All right, there we go. Let's do the other side now. Nice black little muzzle. And this is why I'm going to be doing pink for the mouth, just because I can't do black on top of this. Oop, through my needle. think I might still attempt this shower with this tape on my back, though. Shower and go to bed. That's my plan for the rest of the evening. Usually I just kind of chill on my phone for a little, but and I've been knitting in the evenings, chilling on my phone and knitting on that project, that baby blanket project, but I don't know. I think tonight I gotta go right to bed. Problem is I don't have magic sleep powers. Like what John has, like he could just be like wide awake and decide, okay, I'm gonna take a nap, close his eyes, and be out in like literally 20 seconds and have like the deepest perfect nap sleep. If I'm not like even when I'm super duper tired, I can't always fall asleep. So it just all kind of depends. Um, so I'm worried about trying to go to bed too early because I might just be laying awake. But we'll see. Put my headphones on and let it run for a little maybe. All right, one little last stitch here just to finish off the little curve on the front of the muzzle. He's cute. Okay, there we go. That's making him look like a zebra there. All right, so now I'm just gonna pop back up here and use up the rest of the black that I have on here for the back stitch. We'll go around the top of the back, top of the zebra, and then I think when I finish this back stitch, or when I finish this particular bit of thread, I think I kind of want to come back and finish his face. So we'll add some color tonight, yeah, which will be kind of fun. All right, let me think again. It's only Tuesday today, so we're pretty far. We're kind of farther than I thought I was gonna get tonight, so ooh, that makes me excited. All right, so I think we'll get maybe about to here with this thread. We'll get the face in, maybe continue the black. So let's say we only have like this much left tomorrow. Oh, that means we'll be able to start the satin stitch we'll be able to start the letters tomorrow. Kind of just estimating. Making an educated guess of this in my head. Because I do think it'll probably take us either one full day or a day and a partial bit to do, and by one full day I mean like the hour that we're here, to do all that satin stitch on the Z. Oh, Jennifer says the tape should stay for a while. The edges may start to roll after a week or so. Okay, so yeah, they said if the tape on my back, if it starts to like pull off, like the edges, just to like really kind of rub it down, and that should like activate the stickiness again. I don't know. It's weird having it on my back, but I can tell it's doing stuff. Like if I lean forward a little bit, they stretch and it's helping, I think. That's nice. There we go. Hopefully no more back spasms or anything like that. I have to bring the exercise ball up here yet. Kind of in the middle of cleaning the basement. And the ball's down there. We had to do some cement. Not we. John did some cement in the basement because the plumber had to do a bunch of stuff down there. Including like drill into our cement basement floor to like hook up the new bathroom that'll be upstairs into like the floor drain that goes out to the city. So they had to jackhammer our floor, but then John had to fill it back in, so they wouldn't fill it back in, which is just so funny, but I don't know. So John did that, and so it's still kind of a mess down there, and I need to get all my stuff situated again. Luckily, everything's in bins and everything, so that's nice. All my crafty supplies. Oh, interesting. You were never able to reactivate the adhesive. I just trimmed it. Oh, okay, that's good to know. I'll have to have John do that since I will not be able to do that on my lower back myself. Not safely, but we'll see. I'm curious how it handles the shower, but I don't know. Theoretically, it's supposed to stay on, for those couple weeks. We might even have some of this stuff in the house somewhere. I'm not sure. This will be the only design I think that we kind of stitch in one color. That's why I need some color in the letters. I think a little bit of color in the face is gonna make it kind of cute though. Ooh, Funky Cat Girl's working on a tarantula for your cat. Oh, that's fun. Oh, also, now I'm curious, was the hip pain you were having a bit back due to the baby? It must have been Jennifer. I'm not, God, I don't know. That was early. I mean, I suppose it probably was. I did know then. That was pretty early. That was pretty right after I found out. I didn't find out till I was like 10 weeks in or so. But yeah, a little after that. And you know what it really, I mean, like, gosh, I don't really know for sure because we also went on several long car rides. And we're in we have a Subaru Forester. I don't remember the year, like I don't know, 2019 or something. It's got to be earlier than that, maybe 2017, 18. I don't remember. But anyway, the seats are so uncomfortable for me in particular. John has no problem with it. I think it's a designed for a male sort of situation. But the seats are so uncomfortable for long rides for me, to the point where it feels like my butt is on the seat, but my tailbone is blocked by like where the seat goes back. It kind of leaves like a little ledge. I feel like my tailbone is stuck on that little ledge, so that's being like pushed up while my like butt's coming down, and I don't know. I'm always in so much like I have a day of like achiness after that, or just being like tired, but it's basically from that. And then I got so I had like a lot of travel because we went and visited my brother and his wife in Kansas City because they just had Lincoln, my first little nephew. So we drove down there, and that's like a good, I don't know, 8-hour drive, just straight down. And I think after that, or right before that, or right after that, we drove to my parents' house, which is like five hours. And I think just the combo of that freaking did me in. And since then, I got a butt pillow. That's like this thick for the car, and it has like it's shaped, and then the back of it has like this whole divot so that your tailbone can go into there. Oh my God, I have not had that pain from driving in that car again since then. And I've discovered that I have so much energy, or so much more energy, like after driving. Like I'm not exhausted for the rest of the day and the next day, and I don't like feel like, oh my God, I gotta get out of this car. I'm gonna go crazy at like hour 4. So that makes me think, okay, that those car rides were a thing, but I was actually, you know what? I didn't know I was pregnant on those car rides. I didn't know that yet. So I think maybe I didn't know at all. Yeah, I didn't know because the hip pain started just a hair after all those car rides, and I don't think I knew yet then. So I think it's a combo, but just based on like what I was saying earlier, like my range of like when things start hurting, like inactivity and like too much activity has like diminished, or it's gotten scrunched up. My endpoints on that chart are not as far apart anymore. So I think that definitely could have led to that hip pain. And, they're still, like, at the chiropractor, they're still do that. And then, with the inactivity, that, like, fires up again, but not nearly as bad as that one time. That was just dumb. That one side hurt, and then, I was, like, rubbing the ball on it, like, we have, like, a lacrosse ball or something for that, and I just agitated it too much. But again, that might be, like, my range of, like, not being able to, like, back then, before pregnancy, I could have really, like, pushed on that muscle a lot and it would have helped. But now that range is only here. So when I went to here, it aggravated it to the point of, like, injury, like injuring the muscle, which is what I think I did. And ugh, no, thank you. That was not fun. All right, I only have a little bit of thread left again. I'm wondering if I try and get a few of these lines in. I don't think we'll get all of them in. These little tails. Maybe we'll just get the 2. I mean, I'm going, like, big stitches here. You could do back stitch or whatever for these. I'm kind of making, like, some toe catchers here, but oh well. I figure the rest of the quilt has quite a bit of, I'm gonna have to do a little back. No, I'm gonna have to come all the way back up here for the next stitch. But the rest of the quilt has, like, a lot of, specialty things that I'm not gonna wanna, like, put through the wash and that sort of thing too. So it's not really, we're not really making, like, a kid-friendly quilt. But it can be hung up maybe. Oh, Amy says, I have a Subaru Outback. My husband's hips hurt from your car, but since he had, his hip replaced, the car is fine to him. Oh my gosh, that's interesting. Oh, and Jennifer says, my grandma specifically got the Nissan Altima for the seats. I could totally see that. Yeah. Your hips were so miserable the whole time, both of your pregnancies. Oh, just constant sciatic pain. So that's kind of where mine's at. It's not like where it goes down into your legs or anything like that. Like, it's not like the nerve pain that can be with the sciatic. It feels weird in my mouth. I don't feel like I'm saying that right. But with that sciatic pain or whatever, it is just, like, right in that, like, sacral joint. And actually it's not, it's fine right now, but I did just go to the chiropractor and stuff. They did push on that, though, the sacral joint, and it did move for sure, and that was achy, so I'm like, ugh. All right, I guess there's something there. All right, I'm gonna just continue this. I'm gonna weave in the end here. Let's finish up the tail, and I'm almost to more of my chain stitches that I didn't finish, so I'll probably stitch to here, do a chain stitch there, chain stitch back, kind of maybe stitch a little bit more, change this there, change this back, back stitch to here, get his little foot in. I can probably do all that with this thread. By then, I think we'll probably be close to done for the evening. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to get the ball upstairs, because I think, we said last night with the, like, kind of rolling the hips on there, which is kind of what she described to me at my appointment. I think that is gonna be helpful. I just gotta, with all the construction-y stuff that the boys are gonna be doing, I don't quite know where I would store the ball up here. But maybe I could just sit on top of the bed and then I can move it. I don't know. I'm pretty cramped here during this little construction period. But it's gonna be so nice when it's done. It'll almost have, like, we're, like, doing that bathroom in that little half story. Like our little basically attic. And yeah, that's where we were sleeping, and it was just kind of big and open. Or like they had put some weird walls here and there. It's all like wood grain craziness or wood paneling, way like 70s basement looking kind of. But yeah, so we with like stairs going right up the middle. we snuck a little bathroom in there. That's what's happening right now. And so the bedroom part got far smaller, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. And then we have to put a little baby area up there that's just gonna fit too. So it'll be like a nice little thing up there when we're done. But man, until then, we're in the little spare room downstairs, which is fine, but that's kind of like the only, like with people here, that's kind of like the only space, and I don't think there's even room around the bed or to the wall. Like there's the bed in the middle, and then there's not enough space to around that an exercise ball would even fit. There's like just enough of a little hallway to get all the way around. That's how small these little bedrooms are in these old houses here. We have a queen size Murphy bed in that room. I think I'm gonna start this chain stitch here. But it's a Murphy bed that's not actually attached to the like, I don't know, container it folds up into. It's not like a hydraulic one. It's one that you just like kind of lift down. And what's nice about that is we can actually move the bed wherever. It's not attached to the storage thingy, the Murphy bed thing. So we were able to move the bed to like the middle of the room so we can each walk around the bed, and threw a couple shelves down there. This project got started a whole lot faster than we were thinking, which is fabulous. But we didn't like do the whole like going through all our stuff. To like just get to like throw away things and see what we all need, and do like a cleaning. We didn't really do that. We didn't have time for that, so it all just got shoved everywhere, which is annoying. So when we put things back, I think we want to do a slower like go through of things, cleansing of the crap, I guess. Oh, do the ball. It was a lifesaver. Yeah, I think I'm in the like, okay, let's just accept. Once I kind of like thought of the idea of that, like my range, like my top and bottom is only like here now for both, for just like whatever, for anything really, for everything. With this, I think I just have to like think about everything that way and be like, okay, make sure to get the water in, and make sure to get the ball in, like things that I could just kind of let slide. Normally I'm like, that bottom level is way easier to reach now, so do the things. That means I just have to have them like in spots that are easily accessible, otherwise I won't do it. So yeah, let's bring that up. All right, so I did those two legs, and now I'm a little further down, getting some more back stitch. Let's get these other two legs. We got about 6 minutes left here. Like I said, I'm a lot farther on this than I was expecting for the day, which is very exciting. And I'm gonna sneak in 2 stitches here. The next row, I'll just do 1 though. Not the next stripe. I pull that a little tight. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I got the muzzle on the face. Oh, you know what? I said I was gonna do the color. I was gonna do his face, but I just I picked up the other half of this black and kept going, so I forgot. So we'll do the face tomorrow. We'll do like whatever's left on this thread, or I don't know. I don't know if we'll get this thread done tonight, but do a little sewing method one here. There we go. Tack that down and continue this leg. Yeah, we'll definitely get the face in tomorrow. We might actually, yeah, I think we'll finish his whole, definitely. We'll finish him. We'll finish the zebra itself tomorrow, and we'll even be able to get started on these Z's. So we might even end up ahead on this guy, which would be fabulous because we do have we can trim the Y on the yak. Those Y's need to be trimmed, and that's probably all we'll get done. But we still have the turtle. I did check on the whale. We did actually finish the whale. In my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, did we actually finish that? I knew we were a little behind on that one. But I did check. We did finish the whale. So the only kind of unfinished one right now, if you don't want to include the trimming the yak, is the turtle. And we're real close on that. We've filled the turtle's shell with flowers, and we just have a couple more leaves and maybe some French knots to put in his shell, and then we have to do like the 2 T's, and then he's done too, I think. And then as far as handwork, we have the pig, which we're hand quilting. So we'll do that. So this is kind of, I'm going to be on next week still. Monday through Thursday, and I think that's going to be the plan for next week, is any embroidery finish and any like handworky type stuff, like the that hand quilting, get as far on that as we can, and that'll take some time. There's a lot of stitching to do on that one, but it's looking so cute, the little pig. We put wings on the pig, so we made a flying pig. That's how we like adjusted that pattern. But then we're hand quilting all these little clouds. I think we have one cloud almost done. We just started on the hand stitching for that. So a lot of next week will probably be that. Finishing the turtle and some hand quilting. It's been a while for hand quilting. And then I'll be taking the week after off. And then we are back on, I think there's only 1 week in between there and March. But then we'll be back on for March. I don't remember what day though. I'll have to check our little calendar on the live stream page on our website again. We have the calendar all laid out there. But yeah, that in March we'll get the sewing machine out and we'll focus on all the machine quilting, like finishing up all these guys and starting to assemble them again. Oh, you know what we haven't done yet either is the corners. We have the corners of this quilt to do yet. I think someone mentioned maybe just doing the back fabric on the front, and I think that might be the way to go. Just something quick and easy. Have the 4 corners that, and then just quilt directly on those. So that'll be part of quilting land. It won't be part of this. I think I might, we have a few more minutes here. We have like 1 more minute, but I think I might just go until I finish up this thread, because it's too little to leave. And we finished all the little chain stitches on his legs, his back legs there. So let's just kind of cruise through some back stitches. Ooh, gotta get through right there. Forward stitch here. We already did his little foot on this side. Little hoof. I think we'll probably maybe get his whole belly done yet with this thread. But yeah, I think tomorrow let's start with his face, just because that'd be cute, and then we'll finish up. Gosh, we only have that much left of the black. Yeah, I'm way farther in this today than I thought I was going to be. Well, that's always exciting when that happens. Oh, Amy says, oh, I like the idea of the back fabric on the corners. Yeah, just something to bring in that. And it's kind of that fun, kind of orangey yellow. That'll be a nice color, I think. It has all the colors that we're putting in all the little sashing pieces. I feel like I broke my nail just now. Oh, I think I did. What the heck? I gotta do the dip nails again. I haven't done that in a long time. Maybe before March, like maybe before we start the 3 weeks up that will be going live in March. I'll have to do the dip nail again because it just protects my nails so much better than not doing it. And um, it's just time to spend the time and do it again, I think. Oh, Amy says I'm gonna try and finally finish my first or the Splendid Sampler one quilt this year. Nice. Yeah, so that's one thing I want to be working on here too, like just popping in is the second Splendid Sampler quilt. We still got blacks to do on there, and that can't just sit around. That's gotta get done. Dang, look, I still have thread on this needle. Let's cruise down this leg a little bit. We'll maybe get right before that bottom stripe that's not done yet. Lasting more than I thought it would. This bit of loss. All right, I think one last stitch right before we get to it, and then we're gonna just weave this end. And we'll call it a night, but dang, got farther, definitely farther than I thought. This is great. Oh, I think I. Oh yeah, that's right. That was from last night. I got a bit of a loopy bit of thread there that I didn't catch, so I tried to tack it down. Why it's so thick there. All right, so there we are for the evening. I think he turned out pretty cute. We'll do the eyes and his little smile tomorrow to start out with, and then I think I have to actually pull 3 more strands out to finish the legs, and then yeah, we get to start on the colorful Z again. So that'll be all done with like our massive thread here again. And dang, last letter here. That's just so crazy. All right, you guys. Okay, so here we go again. So cute. I really like it all black. That was new for me to do it that way. So awesome, you guys. So thanks again. I will be back here tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. And have a great rest of your Valentine's Day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.